So it looks like you weren't satisfied with a simple push webhook action. If you want to be able to send whatever information you want in whatever format you want, this is the video for you. If you haven't watched the video before this, I would highly recommend it because I'm going to be taking off right where we left off in the last video. That being said, we're all adults here, so if you want to go ahead and just watch this, that's totally fine. But if you get lost, please go back to my previous video. So we've got our automated action here. It's supposed to update our sheet in the Google Drive with sales orders when they're confirmed. We've got a simple action here that's sending these fields, but it's only sending the raw data, meaning that with a relational field, we're just getting the ID, and we also have to have the technical name as a header, which we don't like either of those things. So because I love you guys, I figured out how to do this with Python, which opens up a world of possibilities for us. And because I'm getting pretty good at asking for help, if anyone wants to try this code in another version of ODOO to do a push webhook, pretty sure it would work. So if you would try it for me and put in the comments below if it works, I'd really appreciate that. Oh, and again, I love you guys. So the code is in a link in the description. So we're going to add an action. It's going to be execute code. And then we're going to put in the code that I provided you in the description right here. So you should have something that looks like this. We want to set two variables here, webhook_URL, which is simply a string that defines the URL we need to send the webhook to, and then webhook_data, which is where we are defining the JSON that we're going to be sending as our payload. The big thing we wanted to do here is be able to mess around with our JSON payload. So we're creating a dictionary here. Each one of these guys on the left-hand side is a header, okay? And on the right-hand side, we have the value that's going to be in that field in our JSON dictionary. So for our date, we wanted to be able to set the column name to be date. And then inside of that, we wanted the order date. The reason we have this str around it is to make it so it's a string, because the dates don't pass very well. That's one of the things I found out. For our customer, we wanted the name of the customer. We didn't just want the ID. So from our record, we're grabbing the partner ID and then the name from the partner ID. We're doing the same thing for the salesperson. And for the amount, well, we could have stuck with that for the normal one, but we want the rest of this functionality here. Super helpful. And then once we have these two variables set, we have this response that we create. So it's another variable that we create with our webhook URL in it and our JSON dictionary. And then we call this piece of code called raise for status. So I've done my best to give you this code in a very digestible format. Right here, you just need to provide the webhook URL. And right here, you can come in and say, for each of these columns that I want to pass through, I just need a line with a comma after it. Obviously, no comma at the end to make sure that this cleans up properly. But if you set both of these variables, you should be good. So let's go ahead and save this. Save and close, save. We want to get rid of our old action and save. And now what we're going to do is clean this up in Zapier. So to make this super clean, we're just going to come into our trigger here. We're going to toggle between catch raw hook, go back to catch hook, continue. We're going to look at this real quick, grab our webhook URL here to get a fresh one. Go ahead and drop this guy right here. This is also we can fix our columns here. So we've got a new one here. We'll save that. Save that. And now let's send some test data. So we love our expensive cheeseburgers. We're going to send another one to Azure Interior. Inflation is crazy this year. So let's throw $2,000 cheeseburger. And let's save that and confirm. Come on over to Zapier. Let's find new records on this guy. So we've got request D. And you can see it has our new headers, which is exactly what we want. We're going to continue with the selected record. And now we're down in the action. So we're going to go to action. All these are orange now because we need to replace them. So let's get rid of these. Clean them up. Let's come back to the date. So we want our date to be this. We want our customer to be customer. Our salesperson to be salesperson. And our amount to be amount. And let's click continue and retest this step, make sure everything's working fine, and then we'll publish. put this as a V2. So just for kicks, we're going to run through this one more time, just so you guys can see that this works. Azure Interior has a real taste for our cheeseburgers now, even at our exorbitant prices, or extortionist, or however you want to say it. We're going to charge them $2,500 for this last one. Confirm that, and let's see if it comes through. And look at that. It came through just fine, and the formatting is much better. You can see we have Azure Interior and Mitchell Admin instead of these IDs, which we can't do much with. So there you go. Now we have ultimate flexibility with what we push out of ODOO on a webhook. The depressingly expensive cheeseburgers aside, I really hope you learned something. I'm grateful you stopped by, and I hope you come back for more. Thanks.